Welcome to our topic 21. Title is Finding the Volume of 3D. So in our topic 20, we already discussed ways on how to solve for the surface area of 3D. So today, we're discussing ways on how to solve for the volume of 3D. Okay, so our 3D involves your cube, your rectangular prism, your square pyramid, your cylinder, your cone, and your sphere. Let's begin with the definition of volume. So what is a volume? When reading about volume, it is the amount of space enclosed by a space of figure. So tawag natin doon is volume. So in Filipino, ito yung nilalaman ng ating 3D. Okay? So kung yung surface area and area measured in square units, yung volume naman natin is measured in cubic units like cubic centimeters and cubic meters na kung saan yung exponent ng ating unit is 3. Let's begin with the first one. Let's find the volume of a cube. So alam naman natin na yung side ng cube are all equal, okay? Pare-pareho lang yung sides ng ating cube. Since yung surface area, okay, yung surface area ng cube natin ay binubuo ng square shape, okay? So square shape lahat ng faces ng ating cube here, okay? So we will use the S here for the side of your cube. So in order to find the volume of a cube, simply use this formula. That is V is equal to S cubed. So in order to find the volume, we need to multiply 3 times by itself, okay, the side of the cube. Let's say for example, a given measure is 9. Find the volume of a cube with side 9 meters. Again, the process is still the same, okay? Kung paano natin i-work out yung area and surface area. First thing to do is to jot down the formula. That is V is equal to S cubed. After this, we need to substitute, okay, the value of our S, which in this case we have here 9 meters. That is 9 meters cubed. Again, 9 meters cubed is also the same as 9 times 9 times 9. Okay, so we need to multiply 9 by itself 3 times to obtain the 9 meter cube. And that is 9 times 9 times 9, or that is 729 cubic meters. Okay, so therefore, the volume of this cube is equal to 729 cubic meters. Another example. So we have here a given measure of this side, which is 2.4 decimeters. So we find the volume of a cube with side 2.4 decimeters. First step, copy the formula, which is V is equal to S cubed. Then substitute the given side of the cube, that is 2.4 decimeters. So lahat ng S dito becomes 2.4 decimeters. Then operate the exponent po. 2.4 cube means 2.4 times 2.4 times 2.4. Therefore, the volume of the cube is equal to 13.824 cubic decimeters. Let's now proceed to the volume of rectangular prism. So rectangular prism informations are as follow. We need the measure of the basal length of this rectangular prism. We also need the base of width of rectangular prism and height of rectangular prism. So the volume of a rectangular prism is the product of the area of the base and the height h. Since we're talking about rectangular prism, we all know that its base is composed of rectangles. So that means, pwede nating palitan yung B with the area of the base, which is the area of the rectangle. That is, recall natin na para kunin yung area ng rectangle, we need to multiply length by width. So therefore, the volume of rectangular prism is equal to length times width times height. Example, given measurements, we have 6 centimeters as our base length, 4 centimeters as our base width, and 5 centimeters as the altitude of your rectangular prism. So find the volume of rectangular prism with the following measurements. So una natin gagawin is, yun nga, copy the formula, that is V is equal to LWH. So again, L natin magiging 6 centimeters, yung W natin, width is 4 centimeters, and our height here is equal to 5 centimeters. By substitution, V is equal to 6 times 4 times 5, then multiply. 6 times 4 is equal to 24, times 5, that is 120. Therefore, the volume of rectangular prism is equal to 120 cubic centimeters. Another one. So we have here base length of your rectangular prism, 1.2 decimeters, base width 0.8 decimeters, and height of 1.0 decimeters. So find the volume of rectangular prism with the following measurements. First step, copy the equation, that is V is equal to LWH. Yung L natin magiging 1.2, yung W natin here magiging 0.8, and yung H natin magiging 1.0. By substitution, V is equal to 1.2 times 0.8 times 1.0. Then multiply. 1.2 times 0.8 is 0.96 times 1, the product is 0.96. Therefore, the volume of rectangular prism is equal to 0.96 cubic decimeters. Next is finding the volume of square pyramid. So again, this is our square pyramid. Okay, so our givens are as follow. We have the base of your pyramid and the height or the altitude of your pyramid. So in order to find the volume of any pyramid, that is equal to 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Since we're dealing here for the square pyramid, so our base here is the area of the square. Okay? Naman natin na yung area ng square is equal to S squared. Okay, example. So find the volume of a square pyramid whose base is 6 centimeters on the side and whose height is 10 centimeters. So by sketching, we have the following measurements of our square pyramids. We have the base, okay, 6 centimeters on a side. So ibig sabihin yung haba nito is 6 centimeters, also 6 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 6 centimeters. Since they are all equal, the shape is a square. Okay, and we have the given height of 10 centimeters. Using the formula, 1/3 times base times height, una natin i-work out yung area ng base natin. Again, we're dealing with square pyramid. So therefore, yung base na hinahanap natin here is the area of the square. Okay? Alam naman natin that the formula when finding area of square is simply squaring the side of the square. Okay? So since our S here is equal to 6 centimeters, therefore the base is equal to 36 square centimeters. So this is the value of our base. Okay? So meron tayong base, we can work out on the volume of our pyramid. So volume, again, is equal to 1/3 pH, where B is equal to 36 square centimeters, and our H is equal to 10 centimeters. Okay, multiply. 36 times 10 is 360. Then divide by 3 or multiply by 1/3. The answer is 120. Therefore, the volume of square pyramid is 120 cubic centimeters. Another example. Find the volume of a square pyramid whose base of 4 decimeters on each side and whose height is 12 decimeters. By sketching, our base length is equal to 4 decimeters, and our height is equal to 12 decimeters. Using the equation v is equal to 1/3 base times height, we need to look for the value of our base here first, okay? And we all know that in square pyramid, the base is of square shape. So we need to find the area of square. That is the value of your base. Recall that the area of square is equal to s squared. So simply multiply twice by itself the value of your side. Okay, so in our base, our side is 4 decimeters. So that means base is equal to 4 times 4. And the product is 16 square decimeters. The value of our B is 16 dm squared. We can now substitute to our volume. So B again is equal to 16 dm squared, and our H is equal to 12 decimeters. That is our height. Multiply 16 and 12, we get 192. Then multiply 192 by 1/3, the answer is 64. Thus, the volume of square pyramid is equal to 64 cubic decimeters. Let's now proceed to the volume of cylinder. This is your cylinder. Okay, with the following givens. Base. So, our base in cylinder is circle. So, dito, gagamit tayo ng area of this circle para makuha yung base later. Again, this is your radius. Again, radius is the length, okay, from the center of your circle to any point of your circumference. And this is your height. So, in order to find the volume of a cylinder, that is simply finding the area of the base times the height, wherein base natin is equal to pi r squared. Again, this is the area of the circle, since our base of the cylinder is circle. Okay, thus, by substitution, palitan natin yung b with pi r squared. So, v is equal to pi r squared h. Okay, example. Find the volume of a cylinder with radius 45 centimeters and height of 66 centimeters. Use 3.14 for pi and give your answer to the nearest tenth. By sketching, so we have the height of our cylinder, which is 66 centimeters, and the radius of the cylinder, which is 45 centimeters. We will use the equation v is equal to pi r squared h. So here, by substitution, yung magiging value ng ating pi is 3.14 because it is set na. Okay, condition na yun sa ating problem. Okay, the value of our r is equal to 45 centimeters, while the value of our h is equal to 66 centimeters. By substitution, v is equal to 3.14 times the square of 45 centimeters times 66 centimeters. Okay, so here we will work out first the exponent, that is square of 45 centimeters squared. Okay, and 45 times 45 is 2,225 centimeters squared. So after that, we can now proceed to multiplication. 3.14 times 2,025, the answer is 6,258.5 multiplied by 66. The product is 419,661. Hence, the volume of cylinder is 419,661 cubic centimeters. Another example. Find the volume of a cylinder with diameter 10 decimeters and height of 6.6 decimeters. Use 3.14 for pi and give your answer to the nearest tenth. By sketching, so we have 6.6 decimeters as the height of our cylinder and a diameter of 10 decimeters. We will use the same formula, that is v is equal to pi r squared h. So, hindi natin pwedeng magtuloy sa concept, which is substitution, because wala tayong value of r. Okay? So, we need to find the value of r. Meron tayong diameter, and we all know, okay, recall lang natin that r is equal to 1/2 of diameter. Okay? Kalahati ng diameter ay binubuo ng isang radius. Dalawang radii is equivalent to 1 diameter. So para makuha yung R again, that is simply find the product of 1/2 and diameter or half of diameter. Okay? So D natin is 10 decimeters and half of 10 is 5. Therefore, the value of R is equal to 5 dm. Pwede na natin i-work out yung volume. Okay? So again, pi is equal to 3.14. Then find the square of your R, which is 5, then multiply by 6.6. Gemdas rule, exponent muna tayo. The square of 5 is 25. Then multiply. 3.14 times 25 is 78.5 times 6.6 is 518.1. Hence, the volume of cylinder is 518.1 cubic decimeters. Next is volume of cone. So, sa paghanap ng volume ng cone, ito yung mga requirements na kakailanganin natin. Okay? So, kailangan natin ng radius of the base and also the height of the cone. Para makuha yung volume of the cone, it is equal to 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Okay, so katulad din siya ng triangular pyramid, square pyramid rather. Okay, wherein base here is the area of the circle, and the area of the circle, recapitulation lang, that is pi times r squared. Example. So find the volume of a cone with a radius of 0.6 decimeters and a height of 1.7 decimeters. Use 3.14 for pi and give the answer to the nearest studs. By sketching, we have the radius of the base 0.6 decimeters and the height of the cone, which is 1.7 decimeters. Using the equation V is equal to pi r squared h. Okay, so our pi here equals 3.14. Yung r natin is 0.6 decimeters. We need to square that one. Then the value of h is 1.7. Okay? Una natin i-work out palagi yung exponent. And 0.6 squared is equal to 0.36. Then multiply. 3.14 times 0.36 is 1.1304. Multiply by 1.7. The answer is 1.92168. But, okay, condition ng ating problem, we need to round off to the nearest tens yung final answers natin. Okay? Hence, the volume of a cone is equal to 1.9 cubic decimeters. 6 centimeters cube. Next is volume of sphere. So dito, given sa sphere, we have only a radius, okay? So formula in finding the volume of a sphere is 2/3 the volume of a circumscribed cylinder. So kung ipapalagay natin na nasa loob ng a cylinder yung ating sphere, we can come up with the volume of sphere, okay? So we all know that the volume of a cylinder is equal to pi r squared h, or that is equal to pi r squared times the 2r. Okay, so this is the volume of your cylinder, while the volume of your sphere is 2/3 times pi r squared times 2r, okay, which is equal to 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, so nanggaling siya sa the formula ng ating cylinder. Okay? So, yung sphere natin is 2/3 of the volume ng ating cylinder. Then we come up with this formula, which is 4/3 pi r cube. Example, given sphere with a radius of 5 meters. Find the surface area of the sphere with a radius of 5 meters. Use 3.14 for pi. So here, our equation is 4/3 pi r cube. Yung pi ulit natin is equal to 3.14, while yung r natin is equal to 5 meters. So substitute, it becomes 4/3 times 3.14 times the cube of 5 meters. So again, lahat ng may exponent dito, yun yung i-work out natin muna. And that is the cube of 5 meters. And the cube of 5 meters is also the same as 5 times 5 times 5. Okay, or that is 125 cubic meters. Then multiply it by 3.14, that is 392.5. Multiplied by 4/3. Okay, the answer is 523.33 cubic meters. Therefore, the volume of sphere is equal to 523.33, or when rounded off to the nearest tens, that is 523.3 cubic meters. Okay, for the next topic, topic number 22, significant figures. Stand by for the next video.